Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tesh, your guide to skincare, self-care, and everything in the middle. So welcome to part 3 of the series, or the playlist that I am calling the skincare basics. Today we're going to talk about exfoliating the skin. It is my favorite part of my skincare routine. By the end of this video, you should know how to exfoliate your skin, types of exfoliation methods that you might want to try, and I'll give you some tips on how to not damage your skin during the exfoliation process. So let's get started. The skin is constantly creating new skin cells, so eventually there will be a buildup of dead skin that forms on the top layer of the skin. That dead layer of skin can cause dark spots, wrinkles, fine lines, very dull, dry skin. Exfoliation helps get rid of that top layer, and it helps reveal the new fresh skin underneath, which gives you that, you know, nice glowing skin that everybody wants. If you have problematic skin, if you have acne prone skin, blemish prone skin, exfoliation is a must. Exfoliating brightens the complexion, it clears up the pores, allows products to absorb into the skin better, and it also accelerates cell turnover. The best type of exfoliation depends on your skin and your preference and what your skin can tolerate. There is no right or wrong way to exfoliate. Well, there is a right way. There is no right or wrong method of exfoliating, but there is a right and wrong way to do it. There are 2 ways that you can exfoliate. The first is the physical, or sometimes known as mechanical type, and then the second is the chemical exfoliating. So I'm going to talk about physical exfoliation first, and then I'll go into chemical exfoliating. So physical exfoliating is basically anything that rubs against the skin to kind of buffer it off. So that's things like face brushes, sponges, towels, Clarisonics, you know, anything that you're rubbing against the skin to kind of buffer it off. You guys know that I'm always going on about treating your skin gently and being soft with it, and treating your skin like it's baby skin. So physical exfoliation can sometimes, you know, cause micro tears in the skin, which in turn damages it. But honestly, it's not a bad thing. You can use body scrubs and you can use Clarisonics, but keep them minimal, and when you're using them, don't apply so much pressure. So be very gentle when using physical exfoliants, and also keep it to a minimum 1 to 2 a week. So let's talk about chemical exfoliation. Chemical exfoliation uses acids like glycolic acid, salicylic acid, fruit enzymes to kind of break down the glue that's holding the dead skin to the surface. So it exfoliates the skin by ungluing all of that together, and then it eventually peels off. As you get older, the skin's regeneration slows down, so exfoliating actually helps the process. And with chemical exfoliation, you can use acids to actually increase cell turnover. So there are 2 types of chemical exfoliants: alpha hydroxy acids and beta hydroxy acids, or other known as AHAs and BHAs. So I will break down each one in simple form. Alpha hydroxy acids are natural substances, usually chemicals from fruits, that are formulated to exfoliate the skin, and because they're natural substances, they are suitable for all skin types. AHAs are water soluble, so they nourish the skin as well as exfoliating the skin. There's a way that this works, and I'm going to try to explain it as simply as possible. Water soluble alpha hydroxy acids only really get to the top layer of the skin, while beta hydroxy acids are oil soluble, so they penetrate deeper into the skin. I think glycolic acid is the most popular alpha hydroxy acid. If you have like dull skin or dark spots and stuff, they'll usually tell you to use glycolic acid in your cleanser. It's literally found in everything. Actually, you can find it. Glycolic acid is in a lot of skincare products. You can find it in like masks, cleansers, toners, all of that. So it's very popular, very easy to use. BHAs or beta hydroxy acids are things like acids like salicylic acid, which is good, very good if you have acne. Anybody who has acne should know about salicylic acid, which is found in a lot of cleansers actually. As I said earlier, it's oil soluble, so it penetrates deeper into the skin and really gets into the pores to clean them out. Now the thing about it is you're meant to leave it on your skin for a little bit longer so that it can actually work. You want to get AHAs and BHAs that you actually leave on your skin because they're acids. They need to have time to work on the skin. If you're just putting them on and washing them off, it's not going to work. If you're exfoliating your skin, which you should be, here are a few tips to make sure that you're not damaging your skin. Number one, be very gentle. I will continue to say this until you guys get it. Please be gentle to your skin. Treat it like a baby. If you're physically exfoliating, just lightly, use small circles around with whatever it is, whether it's a scrub or a Clarisonic or a towel. Just small gentle circles usually does the trick. If you're chemically exfoliating, because they're acids, they tend to have percentages, so go for a less percentage before you start doing pure acids, because which will happen, you burn your face off. So use lesser concentrates before going into higher concentrations. When it comes to exfoliating, the instructions are very important because you don't want to leave something on your skin for 20 minutes if it says 10, or you don't want to leave something, or you don't want to not leave something for long enough, or if it says leave on and you're supposed to wash it off, or wash it off or you're supposed to leave it on. So you need to make sure that you're reading the instructions and knowing what ingredients are in your product, so always read the label. Number 3 is don't do both. Don't do both physical and chemical exfoliation, because over exfoliating is very bad for the skin. If you're physically exfoliating, stick with that for a couple of weeks, and then if you want to change, then change, but don't do 1 day physical, 1 day chemical, 1 day physical, because what happens is you're just doing too much. As I mentioned in one of my videos, things to stop doing in 2020, you don't want to do too much to your skin. So number 4 is be very careful. Sometimes with chemical exfoliating, especially whilst using acids, when you put it on your skin, it can sometimes tingle. Now this tingle may not be a bad thing, sometimes it is supposed to tingle, but be very careful in a sense that you need to know when the tingle is normal and when the tingle is burning off your face. So be very careful in knowing which one and how your skin is going to react. If you need to test something, don't be afraid to just patch test it on your skin first, because you only have one skin, and once it's damaged, it's damaged. So be very careful when using chemical exfoliant. Number 5 is use sunscreen. Sunscreen is probably the most important part of your skincare routine, because if you're doing all of these steps, you know your skin type, what cleanser to use, you're exfoliating, you're moisturizing, and then you don't use sunscreen, honestly, you're wasting your time. So make sure that you apply sunscreen after, especially during the day, and repeat. So number 6 is avoid the eye area. The skin around the eyes is very delicate and sensitive. So when you are physically exfoliating, or I would even say both physical and chemical exfoliating, avoid the eye area. Just kind of go around it so that you're not damaging the skin around that and doesn't get blue or black or whatever. So yeah, do I have any more tips for you guys? No. Alright guys, so that is all for today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. Also hit that bell button so you're notified every time I upload a video. If you haven't watched the other videos in this series, make sure you go back. I will link them down below in the description box, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.